know Norm Macdonald, the comedian?
Of course.
Of course, greatest comedian probably ever. I didn't know him, really. But he and I, we would write each other long letters on Twitter DMs for weeks. This is the strangest thing. Because I saw he was following me on Twitter. And he wasn't following a lot of people. And I was a huge fan of his. So I didn't even want to message him. And one time he sent out a tweet and it sounded kind of despairing. Now we know he was dying of cancer.
Very sick, yeah.
I thought he was suicidal or something. I just sent him a note. I said, I feel bad if I didn't. I said, hey, Norm, huge fan of yours. If I can be of any help, I don't know that I can, but I'd be happy to. And we started writing each other these letters. And
really?
Yeah, for weeks, every night, just for weeks, this long essays, really.
To Norm Macdonald on Twitter DM.
It's weird. This is one of the stranger.
Great.
Every night, and he would do this thing where he'd say, Michael, I can't do it right, Norm. He'd say, it would be prideful for me not to take you up on your offer. Because Michael, I'm not an educated man. You're an educated man. I have an undergraduate degree. I'm not an educated man. I didn't really go to college. And then he would do this thing where he'd make it seem like he's just some old chunk of coal. And then he'd use a word that I didn't know. He was certainly much better read than I am and loved the Russian novelists. And we were talking about religion basically the whole time. And he said to me, I still don't know his the particulars of all of his religious views. But he said, for me, I told him how I converted or reverted. And he said, oh yeah, for me, I've just always known the Bible's true. I just always knew. I'd read it. I just knew. So anyway, that's it. And I thought, well, that's the better way. It's like Christ to Thomas the Apostle. He says, blessed are you. You've seen and believed, but blessed are those who have not seen and yet believed. And
yes.
And that was Norm. And yeah, that's another example too of you think, okay, the whole culture and all these smart people are atheists. Norm is one of the smartest pop culture figures that's been around for decades. Yeah. Yes. But he knew. And it's just like, everyone kind of knows deep down.
Everyone kind of knows. That's totally right.
Yeah.
And that's why they're mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
People feel judged.
They feel judged.
I never feel judged by like the earth is flat people. I don't think the earth is flat, but it doesn't bother me that you do. You know what I mean?
I get a kick out of it. I'll go down the
yeah, whatever. It's not a threat. I don't, because I know in my heart, it's probably not flat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
the ancient Greeks.
I remember thinking that even in early high school with the question of abortion, and people just get hysterical about it, like hysterical. How dare you judge me? And all this is like, whoa, I wasn't even really judging you, but like clearly you're judging yourself.
Yeah.
Because that you took a life, and there are all kinds of extenuating circumstances. I get it, but in the end, you killed the kid,
and that's how
that you did.
The devil gets you this way because he says, before you commit the sin, he says, "It's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's nothing. It's a clump of cells. It's nothing. It's your freedom. It's your body. It's your choice. Come on. It's no big deal. You're not going to feel bad about it. You just got to do it." And then you do it, and then 1 second later, he's in your ear. He says, "You'll never be forgiven. You can never admit this is wrong. The second you do, you are damned walking the earth. You are done. You're done." And I think that explains a lot of modern behavior.
It's totally right. It's totally right. If you ever watched a Shout Your Abortion event, which are always like weirdly fascinating to me, and I always feel so bad for the girls because they never really can muster enthusiasm for the abortions they had and you can see it right in their faces. It's like, oh, I feel so sorry for them. Can you imagine?
Well, this, to make it fully religious, Peter Kraft made this observation that even the language of the abortion, "This is my body," is a satanic inversion of the Eucharist. This is my body.
But everybody know. I guess it's I'm just tying to the Norm Macdonald observation, which is, gosh, the truest thing. You read it and you're like, oh, wow, that's true. Even that was certainly my experience in reading it. Even things I was like, ugh, I don't like that, but I still thought that's true.
Yes.
100% true.
And so you all know, because everyone does have a conscience, even if it's darkened by sin and a little bit, and I don't know, drugs and porn and like dumb classes
Mine
in
was
school.
Shiny like stainless steel, but yes, I can imagine there are others who had darkened consciences.
Yeah, yes, but you all kind of know. And then the other impulse, which is centuries in the making, well, it really goes back to the fall, but especially politically with liberalism, is this notion that we are really to be gods. Ultimately, we are in control. Yeah. No gods and no kings, only men, and we decide. And
so I never fell for that. That's so obvious.
I fell
bullshit.
For it. I totally fell for it.
Really?
Yes.
Then I never thought that was, for all my many problems and lies I believed and lies I've unwittingly repeated and all my many sins, I never bought the we're gods thing because we can't extend our lives, really. Hate to brag, but we're pretty confident this show is the most vehemently pro-dog podcast you're ever going to see. We can take or leave some people, but dogs are non-negotiable. They are the best. They really are our best friends. And so for that reason, we're thrilled to have a new partner called Dutch Pet. It's the fastest growing pet telehealth service. Dutch.com is on a mission to create what you need, what you actually need, affordable quality veterinary care anytime, no matter where you are. They will get your dog or cat what you need immediately. It's offering an exclusive discount, Dutch is, for our listeners. You get $50 off your vet care per year. Visit Dutch.com/Tucker to learn more. Use the code Tucker for $50 off. That is an unlimited vet visit. $82 a year, $82 a year. We actually use this. Dutch has vets who can handle any pet under any circumstance in a 10-minute call. It's pretty amazing, actually. You never have to leave your house. You don't have to throw the dog in the truck. No wasted time waiting for appointments, no wasted money on clinics or visit fees, unlimited visits and follow-ups for no extra cost, plus free shipping on all products for up to 5 pets. It sounds amazing, like it couldn't be real, but it actually is real. Visit Dutch.com/Tucker to learn more. Use the code Tucker for $50 off your veterinary care per year. Your dogs, your cats, and your wallet will thank you. And if you can't do that, then you have no power.
Tucker, you clearly don't read the news. We're on the brink. We're this close to curing death. I see it every day in the headlines. They've been trying it since Pharaoh, but they're this close now, don't you know?
It's like salmon farming. Salmon farming is my favorite idea because it was something I just thought, because I obviously I love to catch salmon. I'm a fisherman.
Yeah.
I love Atlantic salmon fishing. They're, it's hard to catch them. There aren't that many of them. And so the idea was people love to eat salmon. Let's just have a salmon farm. Out there, just make a giant net, just breed them right there in the ocean. Like there's no downside. It cures the problem.
Yeah. And
salmon farms have basically destroyed wild salmon. Both through the pollution and for crossbreeding with the salmon and they don't spawn. And we're in danger of losing.
We don't spawn either, by the way.
No, exactly. No, but we're in danger of losing Atlantic salmon as a species because of salmon farming. People are just starting to figure this out. But it's it's a species of the same lie.
Yes.
I'm in control of nature. Oh shit, we'll just salmon farm. Duh. You know what I mean? We'll just, whatever it is.
I mean, we have done that. We have now exercised increasing control over how we spawn through contraception.
Well, that's exactly right.
Now we're in control now. This is going to lead to flourishing. We're going to die off. I mean, we have a global population collapse on the horizon.
So if you ended up extending human life to 150 years, the last 80 years of the life would just be like living hell. Do you know what I mean? I mean, for one thing, I've always thought, this is one insight I did have when I was young, which is the problem with getting old is not bladder control and it's not even dementia. It's instead it's remembering your youth and how much has changed. And it's the burden of the past becomes unbearable. And any old person will tell you this in their moments of lucid thought. They'll tell you I can't believe how fast it went. And they're crushed by that.
Yeah.
So imagine living to 150.
And think about when they're all promising this. And there are people on the right who are really into this too, radical life extension. All this. And they say, Michael, if you could take the pill to live for 500 years, would you do it? I said, not a chance.
Dude, I won't take an Advil. Pills are bad. Okay, let's just start there. Pills are bad. Anyone who wants you to take a pill, fuck off. Okay, yeah. That's how I feel.
Yes.
So I strongly feel that way. But why would you want to live to 150?
Of course, and this is the understanding. I mean, the curse, when we fall out of the garden is that we die. But is that really a curse? If you live in a world that's fallen, it's full of murder and rape, and I don't think it's actually a great mercy. So
it depends what you think happens next, I guess.
Yes, that's true. And people are, I think, also increasingly aware that something might happen next. They're kind of clinging on to this hope that, well, I hope this is all there is, and I just turn to worm food and take a dirt nap, and I don't think that makes sense at all. And the smartest people in history didn't think it made any sense.
I don't think anyone in history has really thought that.
No.
Until Hiroshima, which was the ultimate expression of godlike power. And that is what killed.
I am the destroyer of worlds.
That's exactly
I'm become
right.
death,
Exactly.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. We hope you'll subscribe to it. And by the way, you can hit the little bell on there and get notifications every time we produce a video. We hope you'll do that also.